and welcome back to GK Today. I am Indira, and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 14th of September 2022. Let's start. Which union ministry organized the European Union India Green Hydrogen Forum? So the first EU-India Green Hydrogen Forum was organized jointly by the delegation of the European Union and the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Okay, and it was launched in cooperation with Confederation of Indian Industry, that is CII, and Hydrogen Europe. So this event basically brought together EU-India businesses to discuss joint projects on hydrogen and international hydrogen trade. Okay, so which ministry is associated with European Union India Green Hydrogen Forum? This would be Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Next is Kimingxing-50 is the name of first fully solar powered unmanned aerial vehicle of which country? So recently China has successfully tested its first fully solar powered unmanned aerial vehicle, the name of which is Kimingxing-50, and this vehicle can fly for months and even it can function as a satellite if required. Fine. So it is the first large-sized unmanned aerial vehicle that is powered only by solar energy. And this technology will promote China's defense sector, and also it can be used in the fields of renewable energy, new materials and aeronautical engineering. Okay. So you can be asked that what is the name of the first fully solar powered unmanned aerial vehicle? The name of this vehicle is Kimingxing-50, and from which country it belongs to? It is the vehicle of China. Fine. Which state is the host of the first national conference on sustainable coastal management in India? So Union Minister for Environment, Forest and the Climate Change, Mr. Bhupendra Yadav, inaugurated the first national conference on sustainable coastal management in India in Bhubaneswar in the state of Odisha. And this conference was focused on enhancing the climate resilience of India's coastal communities. And it was attended by the officials from all 13 coastal states of India, and it focuses on 3 interrelated themes. Fine. So which are these 3 themes? First is coastal and marine biodiversity. Then second is climate mitigation and adaptation. And the third one is coastal pollution. Okay. So which state was the host of the National Conference on Sustainable Coastal Management in India? This is the state Odisha. And what are the 3 themes? So this is coastal and marine biodiversity, climate mitigation and adaptation, and third is coastal pollution. India's longest rubber dam, Gaya Ji Dam, was inaugurated in which Indian state or the Union Territory? So Chief Minister of Bihar, Mr. Nitish Kumar, inaugurated India's longest rubber dam named as Gaya Ji Dam on the Falgu river. Okay, and it is a kind of vast stretch of the sand dunes, and also he inaugurated the steel foot over the bridge for the convenience of the visitors who who visit during the Pitru Paksh Mela. Fine. So this dam has been built at an estimated cost of 324 crore rupees with guidance from IIT Roorkee. Fine. Can you tell me the researchers from which institution have developed a sugar substitute named as xylitol? Do let me know in the comments. Next is Indian Army and Indian Air Force conducted a joint exercise named as Gagan Strike in which state? So Indian Army's Kharga Corps and Indian Air Force conducted a joint exercise named as Gagan Strike over a period of 4 days in several areas of Punjab state. And the army announced that the operation validated the Apache 64E and Advanced Light Helicopter WSI as a potent weapon delivery platform. Okay, so attack helicopters were employed as the aerial arm of maneuver in support of the ground forces during the exercise. You have to remember that Gagan Strike do not involve Indian Navy at all, and it involved only Indian Army and Indian Air Force, and this particular exercise conducted at Punjab. Which state launched its first cinematic tourism policy? So the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Bhupendra Patel, recently unveiled the state's first cinematic tourism policy in Gandhinagar. Okay. So memorandum of understandings worth 1020 crore rupees were signed for the development of film infrastructure and film production. And the policy scheme offers financial and non-financial incentives for the film infrastructure development project and also for the filmmaking projects. Okay. So cinematic tourism policy belongs to the state of Gujarat. Now don't forget that Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Piyush Goyal, attended the first in-person ministerial meeting of the India-Pacific Economic Forum in Los Angeles, and representatives from 13 IPEF partner countries attended the meeting. Fine. So talking about IPEF, it is a group of 13 countries and it is a multilateral economic framework that was launched in the month of May. So the meeting included discussions on 4 pillars of the framework, including trade pillar, supply chains pillar, clean economy pillar, and last is fair economy pillar. Okay, so you can be asked that which city hosted the first in-person ministerial meeting of the India-Pacific Economic Forum? Answer would be Los Angeles. What is the name of the third stealth frigate built as a part of Project 17A, which was recently launched? So Taragiri, which is the indigenously designed Nilgiri class stealth guided missile frigate, was recently launched in Mumbai. And Taragiri is the third stealth frigate built as a part of Project 17A that is constructed by Mazagon Dockyard Shipbuilders Limited. So the ship is designed by the Indian Navy's in-house design organization, the Bureau of Naval Design. Okay, so under the Project 17A, a series of guided missile frigates are being constructed for the Indian Navy. So what are the names of the other 2 stealth frigate? First is Nilgiri, and it was launched in the month of September in the year 2019, and it is expected to undergo sea trials in the first half of 2024. Okay, and the second ship is Himgiri, and it was launched in the year 2020 in the month of December, and it is expected to be commissioned by August next year. Fine. And the third one is Taragiri. Next is, which state launched the Indira Gandhi Urban Employment Guarantee Scheme? So the Chief Minister of Rajasthan State, Mr. Ashok Gehlot, inaugurated the ambitious Indira Gandhi Urban Employment Guarantee Scheme. Okay, so it was launched to provide work on demand for 100 days in a year, and thereby providing economic support to the poor and the needy families living in the cities. And also he inaugurated the renovation work at the 18th century Khania Ki Bori step well. Okay. So only thing you have to remember is Indira Gandhi Urban Employment Guarantee Scheme belonged to the state of Rajasthan. Aaron Finch, who announced retirement from international cricket, is a famous player from which country? So he is actually Australia's captain, and recently he announced his retirement from one-day international cricket. Okay. So Finch has represented Australia in total 145 ODIs, and now he will continue to captain the Australian team in this year's ICC T20 World Cup. So his career includes over 5,400 runs with 17 centuries, and he made his debut against Sri Lanka in the year 2013 and smashed his maiden 100 against Scotland, scoring 148 runs. Okay. So only thing you have to remember is he is from the country Australia. Who has been appointed as the Managing Director of the Common Service Centre SPV. So CEO of Common Services Centre, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Rakesh, has been appointed as the MD of the company. And the decision to this effect was taken at the board meeting of CSC that was held at the Ministry of Electronics and IT. So earlier he took over as the CEO of CSC SPV in 2020 after taking voluntary retirement from IAS. And he served as the additional Chief Secretary of Tripura and Joint Secretary in Ministry of Electronics and IT. Okay. So the new MD of Common Services Centre SPV is Mr. Sanjay Kumar Rakesh. Next is Kibitu Military Garrison, which was named after General Bipin Rawat, is located in which state or the Union Territory? So Kibitu Military Garrison lie on the banks of Lohit Valley in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, and it was named after India's first Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat. And it is located along the line of actual control, and General Rawat commanded his battalion Gorkha Rifles at Kibitu from 1999 to 2000 and contributed in strengthening the security structure in the area. Okay. So Chinese People's Liberation Army Rima Post is just opposite to this easternmost military garrison of India. Fine. So don't forget that it lies in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Next is, which foreign lender committed 125 crore rupees to support green causes in India? So foreign lender HSBC committed 125 crore rupees over the next 5 years to support efforts like wetland conservation and energy transition projects in India. Okay. So it has divided the works into two broad themes. First is energy transition and second is nature based solutions. Okay. So the nature based solutions will include the projects to protect wetlands, mangroves and forest, landscape restoration and promote sustainable agriculture. While energy transition project will include programs to support shift towards renewable energy. Fine. So which foreign lender has committed this much amount so as to support green causes in India? It is HSBC. Fine. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now we'll move on to our revision section. Which three categories we are covering today? First of all, we'll talk about few important sports that were in news. After that, we'll revise our ranks and indices section. And at last, we'll talk about important grand prixes that we have to remember. Okay. So let's start with sports related current affairs. Arvind Chidambaram, who was seen in the news recently, play which sport? So he's actually a chess player and recently he became champion in 22nd Dubai Open Chess Tournament. That's why he was in news. Okay. Don't forget that in the same tournament, R. Pragnanandha was ranked at second position. You have to tell me who's the 75th Grandmaster of India and from which state he belonged to. Who is the author of The Business of Sports, The Winning Formula for Success, the first book on the sports marketing ever published in India? So this is the book of Vineet Karnik, and this book was launched by Bhagat Singh Koshyari, who is the governor of Maharashtra. Who has been named the new brand ambassador for Fan Code, an online marketplace for live content, sports statistics and merchandise? So recently, Ravi Shastri has been appointed as the new brand ambassador for Fan Code, which is a kind of online marketplace for sports statistics, etc. Who is the head of the expert committee constituted by Ministry of Road Transport and Highways on EV battery safety standard? So the head of this expert committee is Tata Narsingh Rao, and he is the director of International Advanced Research Center for Powder Metallurgy and New Materials, Hyderabad. Okay. Which sports person has won the BWF World Championship title in 2022? So this title has been won by Victor Axelsen, and he is from the country Denmark. Fine. And to win this title, he has defeated Kunlavut Vitit Cern, who is from the country Thailand. Okay. Who is the first Indian sports person to clinch the prestigious Diamond League meet title? This title has been won by Neeraj Chopra. Linthoi Chanambam, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? So she is actually a judo player, and recently she has clinched the gold medal in women's 57 kgs category, and she is from the state Manipur. Arjun Ergasi, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? He is a chess player, and recently he has won the Abu Dhabi Masters chess title. Okay, and overall at international level he is ranked at 24th position, while from India he is at the 3rd position. Which are the other two? First is Vishwanathan Anand, and the rank of Vishwanathan Anand internationally is 12th, and the second is D. Gukesh, and overall D. Gukesh is ranked at 20th place. Fine. Next is ranks and indices. Which business person was ranked first in the Fortune India's list of India's richest for 2022? This is Gautam Adani, and the wealth of Gautam Adani is 10.29 trillion rupees. Okay. Also recently he overtook Amazon founder Jeff Bezos to become the 3rd richest person in the world as per the Forbes list. What is the rank of India in the United Nations Development Programme's Human Development Index 2021? So we have been ranked at 132 position among 191 countries, and which are the top 3 countries? First is Switzerland, second is Norway, and third is Iceland. Indian Army Chief General Manoj Pandey was conferred with the honorary rank of General of which country? So recently he was conferred with the honorary rank of General of Nepal. Which state won the first rank in the implementation of the Poshan Abhiyan scheme as per a recent Niti Aayog report? So the first state to implement the Poshan Abhiyan scheme is Maharashtra, second was Andhra Pradesh, and third was Gujarat. And the best performer among the smaller state was Sikkim. Okay. And talking about the union territories, the first was Dadra and Nagar Haveli. And don't forget that Punjab and Bihar were the worst performers in the implementation of Poshan Abhiyan scheme. Which agency or office topped amongst all the ministries and the departments for resolving the public grievances in the August ranking report? This is UIDAI, and full form is Unique Identification Authority of India. Which Indian city was ranked second in the Asia Pacific region in the top tech hubs list? This city is Bengaluru. Which bank will rank among the top 10 most valuable banks in the world and become the first Indian bank to join the top 10 club according to a Times of India report? So recently HDFC Bank has been featured in the top 10 most valuable banks in the world as per this report. Which Indian state has the highest affordable talent ranking in Asia according to the Global Startup Ecosystem Report. This is the state Kerala. Okay. Let's see a few important Grand Prixes that we have to remember. Which racing driver clinched the Formula 1 Belgian Grand Prix title? It was won by Max Verstappen. Which racing driver won 2022 Hungarian Grand Prix title? Again, Max Verstappen. Which racing driver won the French Grand Prix 2022? Again, the answer is Max Verstappen. Second was Lewis Hamilton. And third was George Russell. Which racing driver won the Austrian Grand Prix 2022 title? So it was won by Charles Leclerc. Second was Max Verstappen. And third was Lewis Hamilton. Which racing driver won the British Grand Prix 2022? It was won by Carlos Sainz. Which racing driver won the 2022 Canadian Grand Prix? Answer is Max Verstappen. Then it is followed with Carlos Sainz and third is Lewis Hamilton. Which racing driver won the Azerbaijan Formula 1 Grand Prix title in 2022? Again, winner is Max Verstappen. Which racing driver won the Monaco Grand Prix title? So it was won by Sergio Perez. Second was Carlos Sainz and third was Max Verstappen. Which racing driver won the Spanish Grand Prix title in 2022? Again, the winner was Max Verstappen. And apart from all these titles, Max Verstappen has also won the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix title. And don't forget that Charles Leclerc has also won Australian Grand Prix title along with Austrian Grand Prix, and also he has won the Bahrain Grand Prix. So this is the list of all the important Grand Prixes that have been held in the year 2022. Fine. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.